Was it fair to Oscar for them to swap the positions because Lando had a slow stop? No.
If I meet a person who says that Max Verstappen shouldn't be called as a legend, bro, what are you saying?
Putting a gun on a driver's shoulder and firing it so that you don't get shit for it is the worst way to deal with these things, according to me. Max Verstappen, the same man who said a couple of races back that, I don't think Red Bull is capable of winning any other races this year. What happened?
What are you asking me, dude? Why are you asking me?
Perez goes off the track, cuts the chicane, off goes Leclerc, through goes Hamilton. Unbelievable stuff coming out of the final corner. Perez and Leclerc.
Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode. Today we'll be talking about the Monza Grand Prix. Well, there's not a lot to talk about, but at the same time, there's a lot to talk about. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So, Shalin, you seem very excited about what happened since your prediction came true that Max won. So, how are you feeling about that?
Honestly, I'm very sad. I'm not excited at all because it was a boring race. Like, there were a few things that I really enjoyed, but honestly, prediction, I'm only happy about the prediction coming right because I win against you. I get to
If
compete with
Hamilton
you.
wins only, then you'll be happy with your prediction.
Yeah, I think, yeah. And I was close to that also. I said he'll be in P, in the top 5. He was P6. So,
Wow. Yeah, now you have to take those things only as a win. Can't help it.
yeah, I mean,
At least this year.
this
But
year.
we will
And
actually get to Ferrari.
yeah.
Before that, let's start with the biggest question of the week.
Yeah, and also for all the viewers, right? If they've been following us, or if they just come to our channel right now, this specific episode, we'll try and keep it as concise, as brief, and we'll try and give you maybe 2 or 3 important things that you need to know about this race so that you can quickly watch the entire bit, then move on and come back again for the next episode. What do you say? Emika, you with me?
If you don't like it, comment. Nah, tell them bakwas.
Yeah,
Just comment
works.
saying we want to listen to bakwas. Okay, I will
Yeah.
give you bakwas also.
Yeah.
But for today, let's go into it. Tell. What is the biggest question of the week? You don't know. I am tired of answering it everywhere.
I think we should start off with McLaren for sure.
Wow, not obvious at all. Of course, I was talking about the biggest question. The biggest question. Okay, let me spell it out.
Why is it the biggest? I thought for you, Verstappen would be the biggest.
No, the biggest question of the week is
okay, that way. Okay.
Was what happened fair to Oscar and fair to Lando? Now, I want to say something. Please.
You only will say. I know you will say. Tu bol, fir main bolta.
Thank you. Okay. The reason I've not made a video about this is because I wanted to come here and talk about it. Otherwise, you keep saying Emika keeps plugging your channel, which she will today also. It's Emika Talks F1 in case you don't know already. But the reason I've stopped myself from having that conversation because I want to have it here. And okay, let's go step by step. Okay. Was it fair to Oscar for them to swap the positions because Lando had a slow stop? No. Was it fair to Lando that they did and they tried to pit Oscar first to guard Ferrari and at the same time gave him a slow pit stop? No. The point of the fact is this was only and only McLaren as a team's fault. The same thing that happened in Hungary last time. What I don't understand, maybe McLaren is not used to being in this position where they have both the drivers who are fighting for a world championship, so they don't know how to work with it. But putting a gun on a driver's shoulder and firing it so that you don't get shit for it is the worst way to deal with these things, according to me. The whole yes, you are giving an I don't understand why you needed to pit Oscar first because firstly Ferrari did not have as much space. Only in the first half of the race, Charles was giving him some fight, but after that, Charles was not that close, even after undercut. Okay, my first question. Why did you wait for 80,000 years before pitting the drivers? Like, I do not understand it. It's not like there's somebody right behind you who's going to overtake and all. Even if they are after Max pit, I would say if I were the strategist for McLaren, which at this point I think I would do a better job. But if I was a strategist, I would put the moment Max pits, I am gonna pit either one of my driver to at least catch that. You cannot wait a whole race hoping for a safety car. You cannot. And that's what backfired for them. I feel to wait for that long to pit both your drivers is the stupidest thing I've seen happen in this year's race calendar in general. And on top of that, when you make a mistake, your drivers are not there to pay for your mistakes. You cannot put team orders when you are the one fucking shit up. It's just so sad to see Lando getting blamed for the whole thing. It is not his fault. Even after he came out of the pit and he had a slow pit stop, he did not say a single word on the radio because he also knew that was off. That is not how we go racing. And even for Oscar, of course, why will I give my position back if the team has fucked up somebody else's
Wasn't
pit
Lando the
stop?
one?
That is just
Wasn't Lando the one to ask that he wants the position back?
no. So what happened was, I'll explain. When Lando was being asked on the radio multiple times if he thinks he can finish the rest of a race in a soft. Firstly, number one red flag in that. Every other car in the whole circuit, they knew that hards were working better than mediums and softs. The moment Charles came out on a hard, he put the fastest lap. Hard tires take a while to warm up. But when you see something like that happen, you know that the right decision to make at that time is taking a hard tire. But no, they want to do soft. I don't know what they love about soft fucking tires, but sorry, soft tires. I don't get it. But
Okay.
yeah, Lando was asked for soft multiple times, and then while pitting, Lando said, "Do you want to pit Oscar first? Because then you can cut off Ferrari or
He didn't say,
something
do
like
you
that."
want to pit, but are we going to pit Oscar first? His thing was he
Yeah,
doesn't
are
want to
we gonna
lose
pit
his.
Oscar first?
Yeah, he didn't want
But
to lose his
at the
position.
same time, it was mentioned I can pit off, like you can pit Oscar first, but there should not be an undercut situation, which is what was decided. And the team said, yes, there will not be an undercut situation. Now that is on the team to first give him that hope that listen, it's not going to happen. And had Lando's pit stop not been 9 seconds, there wouldn't have been the whole undercut situation.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
So yes, I
But-
don't think like
But
after
after he
out,
came out, then he
there
wanted
was
the
no
position
word
back.
from him on the radio. So after he came out, the last conversation Lando has had on the radio is that whole undercut thing that Oscar ko pit kar do pehle at that. Okay? After he's come out, that man has not said a single word on the radio. Not once did he ask for the position back. Oscar was being pushed ki, oh, you know, you should give it to Lando. This is like Hungary last year. No, it's not like Hungary last year because that time Oscar was not the championship leader and they did not fuck up somebody else's strategy. You as a team have made a mistake. You as a team should come and apologize and not put it on the drivers because the drivers are just driving. If you give that guy a slow pit stop, he's not going to jump out of the car and start running in the race, right? He needs the car.
Yeah.
So it was most of what I've read on the internet, everybody's
Actually,
like,
yeah, actually the problem here is I totally agree with you. I don't have any different views. I think there is a huge issue and problem with McLaren behaving like that because obviously it is not it's a team's fault. And I think when there's a team fault, obviously because Piastri was ahead, so Piastri should have been ahead, and by no means or no chance should have Lando been allowed to go in front. Now the internet is saying things like Lando has asked the team to allow him to go front, and then the team says, "Okay, Lando," and whatever.
I have the app.
No,
They show every. No, I have seen how the internet switches things also because I have the app where they show all the radio messages. Even once the race got over, there was no voice, there was no sound from Lando on the radio. He did not say a single word even when the race got over.
So point being, just to interrupt you there only, should he have said that, guys, it's okay, it's not like it's a team fault and I will stay behind? Like be the bigger
why
person.
will he say that? The team, listen, it's a
No,
championship.
I'm asking,
Nobody's the bigger person. I know.
because in that place, I'm just trying to come to a point कि अगर Max रहता वहाँ पे, because we
मैच नहीं
always say.
देता वो पोजीशन, उसने बोला भी है.
मैं वही try कर रहा हूँ. I'm just trying to understand that if Max was in either place, if he was either behind or if he was either front, I think he would also not say anything. If he was behind, without saying
But
a word, he
neither
would
did
go in
Lando,
front.
na, that's the whole point. Neither did Lando. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
No,
as
but
per
I'm
basic science,
saying he wouldn't do a Piastri. If he was asked to give the
he
position
would
back,
definitely not do a
he would
Piastri.
just keep going.
Yeah, like same dude, he has done this in Brazil
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
like he has done worse. He
Yeah.
has asked like him and Checo had swapped position when Checo was in front so that he could overtake the other guy. And then when he couldn't overtake the other guy, he was asked to switch back and he was like, no, don't ask me these things. So
Yeah.
that is a different. But yes, everybody's saying championship mentality and all. This is not about that. This is also playing the team game because you need to understand that you need your team. But at the same time, right now it's getting a little out of hand because the team is just like doing whatever they want. Like I just don't understand the whole point where see everybody's saying Oscar के साथ बहुत बुरा हुआ. I agree. I am not going to take anything away from that. But we also need to understand that none of this is Lando's fault. Like when in a race you have two cars and one car is in front, that car automatically gets the benefit when it comes to pitting. That car has the choice. That car gets to pit first until unless you're like the first driver and you're like going crazy. McLaren ने सबसे पहले गलती तो यही करी है with that whole contract of two
Yeah.
number one drivers. That
That's
is
true.
going to be the end of them. Like you cannot play so diplomatic in a world championship. And
I
secondly,
just I to that view just there before you go to the second view, I just feel on that bit I somehow also like it because no one has been doing something different in terms of having number one driver on the grid for the longest time. And if McLaren is doing that, they're trying to manage it. I think it's a great thing to show it to other teams that you don't just need a number one and a number two. Maybe with number one and a number one, you can make things work. Now, how to make
but
that work
they are not being
is,
able to do that.
yeah, maybe they're not because it's
Yeah.
which I'm coming to the point, they're not able to do that. But I think if they really find a way in the years to come, if these two drivers still stick around, maybe next year we'll see a different thing, or maybe they understand this more even better and they try and come down and then set certain kind of rules. This is how we are going to play. Maybe it will work, and maybe other teams will also start following them. We never know, or maybe this won't happen at all. But just to that point, I think so far it's a great thing also. It's not only just a bad thing. Like number one
I
hai.
would say like
In my perspective, I
wouldn't
just
agree. I wouldn't agree or disagree with you because I know exactly where you're coming from. The whole idea of you have to have a second driver who supports the first driver has always been something I've hated. Because the other driver
yeah.
is not here to make the other person's career.
It's like Lewis and
So you know what I mean?
Valtteri. Because
Yeah,
Valtteri
or
got
like Max and
overshadowed for
Checo
so
for that
many years,
matter.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Checo was
and
okay,
Valtteri has
still.
given up a race win.
Yeah.
Valtteri was asked to give up race wins. Yeah, that was something very fuck all, obviously. Sorry. But this whole thing, I feel even if the number one, number two driver is fine, was a chodo, but they need to, and they are not used to being in this position, is what I feel. I feel this is too new for them and they're getting overwhelmed and they're making the worst mistakes in the history of the world. I just feel that they should have just stuck to basic nitty-gritties, pit Lando first, then pit Oscar, and then whatever happens, happens. Also, the fact that like I'm just not happy with the amount of hate Lando is getting for something that is not his fault.
Yeah.
Because even in the radio, when Oscar was asked to give the place back, he also said that you can give the place back, but uske baad you are allowed to race. But the moment like Lando was faster, so he could not race.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect Lando to do? Be like, no, I won't drive, you drive. That is not how it works. Like, yes, you can play the whole favorite child bullshit. I agree. I understand how Oscar fans might get really annoyed with this because last time when Oscar got the penalty, he was not given to swap. But again, if I put those two things in consideration, again, very different things. Both of them are very different positions. Lando at that time was fighting for something. You cannot be like, hey, I know you have nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? Or that you have nothing to do with this, but you know what? Give him back. That is just That doesn't make sense. But at the same time, neither does this.
Yeah.
This is bad management in general, and if McLaren keeps doing this, they are going to lose either of their drivers
Yeah,
very soon.
bottom line is, I think McLaren just needs to, better the entire number one bit in terms of how they're going to manage it. It can definitely cost them
Yeah,
points, and it can maybe cost one of the drivers a championship also. We never know, because if
I
it
mean, see, one of the drivers.
if it goes down to the wire, then you never know that this is one of those races which will be definitely bought up in the future. But
I
yeah.
mean, yes, but what I feel bad. Sorry, I keep talking about this, but what I am really feeling bad about is that now every time somebody talks about this race, the person they are gonna blame is Lando
Lando.
Norris,
No, but I think
which is
that's why
not
we are doing
fair.
this. That's why we are doing this, to clear the air with everyone. That
Yeah,
Lando
because
didn't ask to come ahead. Lando didn't say a word, even though there was a late pit stop. I think Lando was the one who understood ki, okay, it's a team mistake and I'm not asking for anything. He was given
yeah,
the opportunity to go ahead by by the team. So I don't think so.
yeah,
Late,
Lando did not
and
ask
yeah,
even
that's the only
once.
reason that we've brought up this point on
and
the
and he
podcast, and
was
that's the
booed on
reason.
the podium for that, which
Yeah, I
is
heard that.
unfair,
Yeah.
which is so sad. Like,
Yeah.
why are you being booed? Like, it's like, as much as I was happy about Max being,
Do
celebrated
do
so
do
much by
do
Italian
do.
fans. Yeah, he was celebrated so much by Italian fans. Especially when the last 2 3 years he had gotten so much hated. It was so good to see. But again, I don't understand this whole fandom. You do not need to hate one person in order to love the other one. I do not understand it. Like, the amount of messages I have on my Instagram, like, oh, how can you love Lando and Max at the same time? Watch me. That's how I do it. I love both of them. What are you gonna do about it? Like, I still cried when Charles won Monaco. Stop laughing at me.
Do it.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do about it? I am gonna support them. Like, this
No, but
is so
it's crazy,
not.
dude. No. So I just I'm trying to put a, like a stop to this, and just to try and say that we understand where you're coming from. We understand where Lando was coming from. We understand where Piastri was coming from. The bottom line is McLaren as a team. It all boils down to them. And we've only been discussing this so that everyone also gets to know that none of these drivers were involved in an ask for a position or etc. etc. It was
Yeah,
down to the team.
yeah,
It happened because of them. And next race, we just hope it gets better. And it shouldn't be the case like this. I think if an opportunity was there, Lando may have overtaken Piastri because he was driving fast on the given day, and maybe we could have had something more fun. We never know what would have happened. But
yeah.
I think we should.
It's always if, right? If my mom had balls, she'd be my dad. That's Max's line. He said this on a press conference, dude.
You've
I
said
can
this.
I
You
can
said this
never
on a
not
couple of
quote
episodes
this.
also. I know.
Yeah. I
I'm just
can never
reacting.
not quote this. This is
Okay, you
so
quoted.
funny. Like, I will never get over it.
So and
Okay.
because you've mentioned Max,
So smooth you are, yeah. Smooth operator you are, yeah. Smooth operator.
Can we bring him up? He's already up on the
Yes.
podium, but
Why will I not bring up? He's
I
already at the
I
top
can
step.
see your 32, nice and white, and yeah, full ready, sparkling. Then Max is on the podium.
Honestly, I cry. When that happens, I because see, lots of things here, yeah. I'm can't talk anymore. Wow, the emotions. It's so
We're gonna
hilarious. That
tag
man
Max.
doesn't know I exist.
Max, she's your very good fan. So if you're watching this, please listen to her monologue
Yeah,
once again.
he doesn't even know I exist, and I'm just like crying for his win. That is
No,
so
but
sad.
that's what sport is all about. And people who you look up to, they never know you exist, but you're just rooting for them, right? So why not?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that though. I'll have to let them know about my existence. It's not happening. Okay, moving on. We'll manifest later. You can manifest with me, guys, if you want, but yeah, manifest forever. But yeah, Max Verstappen, the same man who said a couple of races back that, oh, I don't think Red Bull is capable of winning any other races this year. What happened? What
Why are
happened,
you
Mr.
asking
Verstappen?
me, dude? Why are you asking me? Oh, fuck. You're funny, dude, sometimes. You make
After
a
the
buzz.
camera, I was asking the audience at this point, what happened? What about all those false promises? Like,
No, so
Verstappen is the opposite of Ferrari. Ferrari gives you hope and then stabs you. Verstappen stabs you and then gives you results. Wow, this should be a reel. But that's true. Like,
that's true.
think
That's true.
about it. I was so ready to not hear the Dutch anthem for the rest of the year. I was like, यार अब तो Max ने बोल दिया, अब
Do you
तो
know
कुछ नहीं
do
कर
you know
सकते, अब
any
यही
words
है.
of the Dutch anthem?
Ta 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 ta.
Oh God. Mark me, dude. What are you even?
That's my only.
Oh God. No,
Ta
because you
ta
said
ta ta.
I was prepared to not hear the Dutch anthem as if you're going to sing the full anthem for
I
Max
know it.
Verstappen.
Let me stand up. It's for respect. Ta ta ta
I'll play
ta
Jana Gana
ta.
Mana. Wait, I'll play Jana Gana Mana.
No. India. That we'll listen to when Kush wins.
Yeah.
That day is also coming, guys. That day
अरे
is also coming.
we'll make Max an Indian also, no? उसमें क्या है? And Max is someone who who stabs in the back and then gives us the hopes, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Sorry,
Doesn't like
Ferrari stabs you in your stomach only, not in your back. They'll be like, here. That's Ferrari. But it's okay. Thankfully, I'm not a Ferrari fan. Sucks to be you. But yeah, I feel it was just so surprising to watch. I'm just so happy. Like, Max Verstappen wins the.
See, I think there is one thing which is clear. If Max is in the front, he will fly. We all know that. So I think it was expected, yeah. Like I knew it.
No, actually, to be very honest with you, that's not true because Max has started on pole, I think 2 or 3 races back, but he was overtaken very quickly.
That is also
So,
because he missed, a few like races. He went
but
off. Even in this race for that matter.
yeah,
He
but
went off
pace,
na initially and then he took over again.
I would say pace in general also played a big part because as we've seen, like McLaren's 3 biggest advantages were nullified this race, right?
Yeah.
So what does that do? That puts you on a level playing field with Max.
Everyone is equal.
Yeah, and when everybody's equal, then we all know who's the better driver out of 3 of them. I mean,
Then
I
he's
don't even
he's
know.
then he's
He,
unequal. No, I'm sorry.
he,
I will beg to differ with that statement. Just letting you know. Whatever you're gonna say. When
what about
everyone
somebody
is
who finished
equal,
P6?
everyone is equal, you can't even Hamilton is by there on top. Just letting you know. Even though he finished P6.
Hamilton, no hate to Hamilton, but he is now the driver with the longest stint in Ferrari without a podium.
So
So
what?
I am sorry
So
to
what?
understand. Yeah, it is actually an
Yeah,
actual
but
stand.
my point
But
being, but so क्या हो गया? Like he is a champion, यार. We can't take that away from him.
यार अलोन्सो भी है, फिर वो क्या कर रहा है आप पीछे?
Who?
फिर तो अलोन्सो भी चैंपियन है, वो क्या कर रहा है पीछे?
हाँ तो उसका भी नाम
Just
लेना
because
चाहिए.
what I understand, see, no hate to any driver when I say this, but just because you're a champion once or 7 times does not mean you will stay the best on the grid for the rest of your life.
Which is
And
true.
I'm not taking anything out from anybody else when I say, but right now on the grid, you can ask any pundit, any person, anyone who knows even like a little bit about the sport, they will tell you that Max Verstappen right now is the best driver that you can see. Because if
Definitely.
you want to like
Right now on the
compare,
grid, I will certainly back you on that. Right now, there is no chance that there's.
compare
I think for me,
anything.
right now on the grid, if you go to see, you also along with Max have to put in a Piastri and a Lando because they also have great cars, McLaren. So right now on the grid, if you talk about, obviously you will just talk about the McLarens.
No, having great cars and being great drivers are two very, very different things.
True,
It's
true.
like even Mercedes was quick enough during the first half of the weekend.
Yeah, so I'm
Not
just
being got-
I want to slip in one point there. Great cars, great drivers, right? You said. So great drivers, you have to count a Lewis Hamilton, you have to count an Alonso, you have to count a Max Verstappen in there. Now you also have to agree that all these three don't have great cars. Max doesn't have a great car, Hamilton doesn't have a great car, Alonso doesn't have a great car.
But that is what I'm saying, right?
That's what I was
When
trying to
you
tell you at the start.
let's just put these three people in a bracket. All three of them don't have good cars, but who is the one out of three of them who's had multiple podiums this season? That is
Max.
what sets Max apart. Exactly, that is what sets Max apart from everybody else, and he is the best driver on the grid right now.
But I
Because
just think he had a better car than
who
Ferrari at that time.
no. Ferrari has been faster throughout this weekend. They were fast in practice, they were fast in quali. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, but Ferrari की गलती Ferrari खुद भी है. They're
That is a very good point.
but even in this race, like I don't think they made any mistakes in terms of strategy. Ferrari did not make any mistakes in terms of strategy. Then where was it?
I think they've
Like
just
let's not.
we'll go to there, but I think yeah. I think let's focus on Max.
Yeah, the
Because,
reason I'm saying that he's right now the greatest driver of the generation because look at where Yuki finished. Same car, right?
hmm,
It's like it was like a Red Bull sandwich
we
when they
know.
started. Like when they started the race, Red Bull was P1 and one Red Bull was P10. So I mean, it is not about how it is not always about how good your car is. It's also about how good you are as a driver, and that does set you apart than anybody else. But having said that, the reason I'm talking about Max being great driver is because the moment you take away the three advantages that McLaren generally has and you put them with Max won with a 20-second
Yeah,
lead. Like
it's
it is
like the Max of
the
old times.
lead, longest race lead this year for anybody to win a race. And that is a Red Bull which is not good. If you do not give credit for something like this, then I don't know what it is. But just to see, I mean, the way he drove and he was like gossiping on the radio while being 19 seconds away. I mean, I got a glimpse of like prime Max, like the 2022, 2023 Max. Like you could
Yeah.
see him doing it, and even the
Also when he heard that they swapped places, is that really? He wanted to know from the team why they doing it. क्या हो रहा है उधर? मतलब he was that
I don't
chill. He
know.
was so relaxed. He's like, I know I'm gonna win, but you fill in the tea in my ears.
He was yeah, he wanted to take a pic. That's a prime Max. He's
Yeah.
way ahead. He's so bored of being ahead that he's gossiping about people behind. That's prime Max. And
Yeah.
another thing I noticed this year, or maybe this race, that I have been seeing, and I took notice of it because of something he spoke in an interview recently. He had said that I wish I enjoyed my wins more in 2022, 2023. I felt like I would let go of them too easy. I wish I could go back in 2022 and relive those moments. So
Hmm.
when he won this race, you could actually see, Max
Yeah.
in
Hugging everyone and all that.
2021.
Yeah.
Max 2021, the way he would celebrate his wins, that's the Max I saw this weekend when he
But
was
this is
celebrating his.
also very special for him because it's been a while, yeah. Like, for him to have that name, be right on top, champion mentality. I'm just saying it has not been for a person that he is. He wants to win every race, right? And he's someone who
Yeah,
has been winning every race. So for you to be in the back of the grid, not have a great weekend, then come back, push and push and push, and then finally go and win, I think it's a very special feeling. Definitely happy for him. Also, I enjoyed that point where he went in. Helmut Marko was there. And Helmut Marko was like, yeah, bro, give me also a hug. So he was hugging the engineers and everybody first. Then he goes and Marco's like, come on, like it's my turn. And then he hugs Helmut Marko also. And it was a good feeling. So I think it's a great thing for
also I think
Max
in
and for
general he has been a very strong weekend. He now holds the record for the fastest lap in the history of Formula One, which is,
yeah.
I know it's small lap, blah blah blah. But before this, also Lewis had it in Monza only because it is the only where you can achieve that. But
Temple of Speed, guys. Come on.
to
That's where
break
you can
that,
achieve.
plus, he's also broken another record this year. He's also broken the record of a fastest ever race of 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it has been a very crucial, but at the same time, very memorable weekend for Red Bull. Also because their first win after they got Lauren Mekies as the principal and Max winning so many records, also a few other records that he's broken. He's now the Red Bull driver with the most amount of world records as well, like most amount of records that he's broken. And also he also holds 50% win percentage in the ground era of races. From the 2022 to the 2025, he holds the record for winning 50% of the races. I think that's crazy stat. Like,
Yeah.
imagine winning 50% of the races that have happened in the last 4 years.
That's true.
That's a stat, and I don't see any other driver breaking it anytime soon. No matter how good their car is,
Yeah.
no matter how good because the thing is, one beautiful thing about Max is if you give Max the same car as his teammate and close your eyes, you can bet your whole life of the fact that Max will win. Which
Yeah.
is not something I can say for maybe a McLaren or a Ferrari, because if you give both Charles and Lewis the same car, or both Lando and Oscar the same car, they will keep fighting each other to win. But at the same time, if you give the same car to a Max and a Checo, or a Max and a Lando for that matter, or a Max and an Oscar for that matter, Max will win.
Because of what you were saying, that just the idea popped in my mind that towards the end of the race, towards the end of the season, there should be like a fun thing for the fans where we get to see our driver, like, driver go and just do a race, maybe a 10 lap race in a different car. For example, a Hamilton goes and rides a Ferrari, where all the teams are be like, okay, whatever happens, even if they crash or whatever, I can't hear you. So even if they crash or whatever, it's fine. Like, just fuck it, like that kind of scene. Yeah, now I can hear you.
And see, as much as we would love for that to happen, the reason it would never happen is because the moment you let a different team's driver sit on your car, he's gonna go to his team and tell them everything that's working with your car. You know what I mean? That's like sharing secret. That's like giving them a file that, hey, look at this, that's you. But yeah, when you say something like that, the closest of what comes to me is you remember the Lego race that happened last year?
Don't ask me these things, Imega.
No, the Lego race.
I don't remember it.
So last year during Las Vegas, if I'm not wrong, Las Vegas they had this Lego race where all these drivers were given a team car made out of Lego. How could you have missed it?
I can't remember it. I must have not watched it that weekend. Not this weekend, this year I've put my heart more to it because of you than I was in the previous years. So
Guys, if you love talent, you should thank me because
ठीक
हर
है.
आदमी के औरत का हाथ होता है.
You said
इस
हर
आदमी
why you said हर आदमी के पीछे एक औरत का हाथ होता है. You should say हर आदमी के पीछे एक औरत का हाथ होता है.
इस आदमी के पीछे इस औरत का हाथ है when it comes to Formula 1 only. But इस आदमी के पीछे इस औरत का हाथ है. So thank you so much, guys. With that, I would love to end it.
With
But yeah,
that,
more.
we'll go to the last point. Can we
Wait,
please?
Max, yaar, come
Abhi, we
on.
spoke so much about him.
Last thing,
Guys,
last thing.
we spoke so much about Max. If you think it's an overload, please comment. Okay.
Shut up. I think the last thing I want to say about Max is I think we are not taking it seriously, but we are experiencing a legend right now who's gonna be spoken about for the next 20 to 30 to 50 years.
I
For
think
the
we are
amount of
taking it seriously. Yaar. Who's saying we are not? I respect Max. So a lot of people respect Max.
you are forced to respect him because you're my friend, but we
No,
are talking to
no. From a sporting culture, sporting background, if there is, if like I meet a person who says that Max Verstappen is not the shouldn't be called as a legend, I will obviously go and counter question that dude and be like, bro, what are you saying? Because it is a fact that he is right on top.
I'm saying इस आदमी के thought के पीछे इस औरत का हाथ है. Thank you guys.
नहीं, thought
But
मेरी है.
I'm just
Just
saying,
letting you all know.
all I'm
I was going to give you an example of Virat as a person. I think he is someone who's a legend, who's out there. People love him. But the day he does something like, he gets a little aggressive on the field or he does anything of that sort, people go and be like, oh, bro, he's doing too much. He's doing this. What is he doing? What example he's setting? He's showing a middle finger. He's giving, abusing, and all. So I think it's that kind of thing with Max also. When he wins, right, people are always like, हाँ कर रहा है, नहीं कर रहा है. If he goes, he says an interview, if something happens against him, suddenly the world is like, Are, he's not a legend, kind of. I think it happens with people who are out there.
I feel, maybe because I don't follow a lot of other sports. I only follow like F1 and tennis and stuff as such. But I haven't seen this kind of hatred towards drivers in gen. Like honestly, like
I think it's in
yes,
every field, bro.
but honestly, I'm not just saying with Max or Lando. Like even Hamilton for that matter. Like the people who
Hamilton is a
hate
different
with
question only. Him
yeah
being
because
a
race.
black, him being a black
Yeah.
rep, and so that is like a whole. Okay, we'll move on to our
Okay.
last and final thing that we wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then this Ferrari. That's my question.
Ferrari. Yeah.
कहाँ है Ferrari?
Ferrari नहीं है भाई, because we already knew, and
This is
definitely.
your turn to shine. Now you go ahead.
No, I was just going to bring the point of Leclerc, right? He said winning in 2025, I didn't have the confidence even before Monza. I don't have it now. Red Bull and McLaren are far away. I think from the mentality, right? You can tell that Ferrari has given up already. I think even Fred made a statement saying that if Hamilton begins to uh, criticize himself in front of the press, in front of the media, I think it's going to work in a bad way for the team. And he said Hamilton needs to calm down a bit this year
Yes,
at least.
to give the driver a better car if you want them to have a better mental strength. You can't just blame everything on the driver.
So
Like,
so my point being here is it is the end for Ferrari this year at least in terms of the team, in terms of the drivers can't do anything because the team's not giving them the right ammunition.
can I be honest? See, I understand that. But again, having said that, F1 is also a competition where you don't only get rewarded when you're P1, you also get rewarded when you're P2, P3, P4, and the amount of money you get is really important for you in your next year. I know Ferrari comes from a lot of money, so maybe they don't need it or whatever, but that does not mean you let go of your spirit in the middle of a race. I'm not talking about the drivers when I say this, I'm talking about the team principles because the main thing that the drivers can do is drive the car, and none of those drivers are bad drivers. Charles is a good driver, so is Hamilton. They are not really making as many mistakes. Like Charles in the last two races, I'm loving Charles right now. He's gotten way more aggressive with his
Yeah.
moves. He's trying. But then if you're not giving them a good car and the driver is going out and talking about it, you cannot blame the driver for that. You need to
That's
blame
true.
yourself that what are we not doing right,
Yeah.
that is making the driver do that. As a team, your only job is not to build a car. As a principal, your job is also to maintain positivity and sanity in your team. And if you're not being able to do that, and if you're blaming your driver for that, then you need to look at yourself and ask yourself what is the fault you're doing. Because if I give you an example, same thing, Williams, James Vowles. Williams is not in the competition era. Like they are not fighting for P1, P2, P3, but
Okay,
they
that
still
way.
have the grit. They still have the grit. They still have the mental stability. They still start every weekend with the fact, no, we are gonna get this. Even for them, like P7 is their ideal get this moment. But
Yeah.
I'm saying you cannot lose grit in the like so early. Yes, I understand. Okay, Red Bull is so far. Red Bull is not so far. Red Bull has one driver who's pulling everything. You have two drivers. Where is that going? Right? Red Bull is not far. It's that the Red Bull driver is way more motivated and just believes in himself way more than you do. And it is not, and I honestly will not want to blame the drivers for this because bro, it's not easy. Like I can't even imagine putting myself in their shoes because you're with one of the most legendary teams in the history of sport.
So
And
my
you just doing anything. You just are not being able to do anything. Like you're feeling paralyzed and your team is not helping. And in fact, your team is going and saying that you should not speak to the media about how you feel. You should make a better car then, buddy. You have the time to bring out new liveries every weekend. Why can't you bring out a new strategy the same way?
what I'm
How are
thinking.
yeah.
I think we should make this into 3 episodes. Himika's mono on Ferrari, Himika's mono on Max, and Himika's pyar for McLaren.
I have favoritism. I'm equally passionate about everybody,
Today,
okay?
today you've gone all out, like full emotionally, like this is what you gotta do. Take it or leave it, bitches. If you don't, then this is what I will do. Just that you were not smiling, but I'm trying to not smile. Like,
I think we should start the video with Stalin saying this, like this whole thing that Stalin did right now. Start the video with that. I am
but I
telling
need to have
you,
a
we have said
poker
so
face.
many.
This is what
No,
you should
no,
do. This is what.
Stalin. But on a serious note, man, I'm so annoyed at Fred. What the fuck do you mean by Hamilton should talk? Give them a car. They won't talk, bro. They're not here to talk. They are not anchors. They are drivers. If they have a better job in driving, then they will not be doing this crybaby things. And
करेंगे
I will
करेंगे.
not. Today, I will not be blaming the drivers for anything because honestly, it is not the driver's fault. If yes, अगर वो हाँ ठुक गया होता and all, that's a different thing. But कोई नहीं ठुका भाई. They were so fast. How is it? How is it? मतलब who shits on your car on a Saturday night? That every time in practice and all, you're so fast and somebody just takes a dump on your car on Friday night and in fucking quali and race, you're going everywhere. The fuck is going on? Stop laughing.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying it.
Okay. No, but honestly, now, whenever last time, I think on your broadcast only, for free practice or something, you put a story or a broadcast. I saw Hamilton's face there. I was like, bro, don't even think, Stalin. I said to myself, don't even think. I saw it and I was like, fuck you. I'm not even going to say anything. I said, let it go. जाने दो उसको. And then I was like, ठीक है भाई. When I saw the quali, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Because see, the thing is, I don't know, this year is just different for Ferrari. Hamilton, I think, like I said at the start, of the race also, start of the season, will take him some time to understand how this team functions and to build that relationship.
Oh, bhai, Charles. I mean, it
Yeah, I
is not
mean,
Hamilton's
it's a
fault
different,
because
it's
it is not Hamilton's or Charles's fault. It is the team. I mean,
yeah.
the reason I'm getting so annoyed about them being fast in practice and then going everywhere on fucking quali is that see, either you are like a Haas, ki chalo, even in practice you are fuck all, even in quali you're like somewhere, and even in wo you're fuck like. I'm just giving an example. Haas fans don't get annoyed at me. It's true.
There are no Haas fans
But
now.
at least there's some sort of consistency. How on earth is this that Ferrari is always somewhere around the top during the practice and then just takes a shit during quali?
It's okay. I think we'll get better. With that, guys, we are going to mention the three important things from the Italian GP, which was the McLaren drama that we mentioned. I think it was very important for us to get across the point that it wasn't Lando who asked for things, but it was given by the team, and we just focused on the entire bit that maybe McLaren as a team need to make the better calls. And don't shit on the drivers, don't shit on Lando, don't shit on Piastri because it wasn't them saying anything. Then we also went on to discussing then we also went to Max and we discussed as to what a weekend he had. I think champion mentality. It was a long time, a few races since he didn't come on P1, and to be able to get back in a car like that, I think it's a big thing. So it was important to discuss that. And the last and final was one of the most celebrated and decorated teams in F1, in Formula One, at home, wasn't able to be anywhere in the top five. uh, oh, sorry. Charles was in the top five, right?
Sorry to cut you. But guys, I honestly don't know what's wrong with Ferrari. So if there's anything I'm missing technically, please comment and tell us what is it that's ruining Ferrari's
Everything.
chances every.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, guys, this was it. Like, these are the three things that we wanted to put across. Make sure to like, share, comment, and yeah, just let us know probably what are the three important things that you guys thought were part of the Italian GP. Predictions first. Can we do predictions first?
Yeah, sure. Guys, no race this weekend, but we do have a race on 21st, so that is what we'll be predicting for right
Where's it
now.
happening? 21st?
Baku.
Baku. Oh shit.
I would like to say that my P1 for Baku is shit. I don't want to say it, but I have a feeling Oscar is going to take it.
I think Max is going to be P1 again in Baku.
just want to go with the. तू अपने दे prediction. I just want to see the track. Like what is
No,
Baku
no,
like?
no, 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 no. Excuse me. You can't go to all this. Right now, what is there? Say that fast.
But
Otherwise, you don't get a
ChatGPT.
chance. Don't say chat GPT, VPD. Come here. Don't cheat, huh? You give your prediction, what's in your mind. Don't see stats and all. Right? Unfair. Unfair business. Unfair business by Hemika Bose. Unfair business. Hemika Bose has cheated on the predictions.
Who has good straight line speed? McLaren has good straight line speed. Not a lot of
I'll tell
turns.
you P1 Max, P2 Piastri, P3 Lando. One prediction.
I'm gonna go for P1 Oscar for some reason because I think Baku is a circuit like that. There's not like extreme amount of overtakes that you can do here. And oh, there is not a lot of overtakes you can do here. Can you do a lot of overtakes in Baku?
Charles
How's
will
Baku?
get P4. I also feel that George Russell may have a DNF.
भाई तू जॉर्ज के पीछे क्यों पड़ा रहता है यार?
And to finish and top it all off, let's just say
No, it has to be a McLaren P1 man. Sorry to say.
Isaac Khaja. I want to get back to him also because I think he's doing well. So Isaac will be exactly P7.
Okay, I want to say Lando P1 because guess what? मेरे टीवी में नॉरिस लिखा हुआ है. I'll take that as a sign. Lando P1. No DNFs. Oh no, it's a street circuit. At least two DNFs, I would say. I don't know who, but two DNFs. Lando wins and Max podium.
Okay, let's see what happens. And give me your rating. Soham will see what you're showing. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Done?
You saw what? So
Soham देखा क्या? Okay, he saw. Sure. Done, Soham. Now you look away. जा. Okay. I'll give it a 6, dude.
एक बात बता, सैंडवुड के तूने कितने दिए थे?
7.
Yeah, and Zandvoort was a great race, and you gave
For
6
you.
to this.
For you.
No, in general, so much happened.
I think it was okay. This race also was okay. Nothing. I sat and I just watched McLaren's entire drama, and then it was the same thing that was happening. Hamilton was nowhere. Charles was nowhere. 6, yeah, it was okay, dude. It wasn't that great of a race, honestly.
Exactly. Why will you give 6?
What do you want me to give?
Oh, यार तुम you're very मैंने गिन रही यार तू बड़ा random करता है ये. तू बता in such a good race you gave 7, okay? Like in
I
a
had
race, so
given
much that
one
happened.
race 9. You know when was that race? When I gave 9. Have you forgotten that race?
When Lewis won,
Lewis didn't win in that race, but he performed really well that day. It was a comeback for Lewis. He jumped up the ladder from P10 to P4, whatever. He just
Yeah.
missed. So those are things that excite me, yaar. And you've been there. You should know all this. Mera G kiya 6. It was not that bad also, yaar. Ki I should give it a P. I should give it a 1 or a 2.
You know how much I thought you'd give 3
much?
because it's that shit.
It was not that bad. I'll give it a 3. No race I've gone below. I think max I've done is 4 or a 4. I've not gone below 4 also. Maybe a 4.5.
For me, it's a 4.
For you, it's a 4?
Yeah, nothing happened in the race. See, my race ratings have nothing to do with which driver wins. My race rating has to do with how entertaining it was to watch. And this race was not.
We'll discuss that after. We'll discuss that after we finish the call. But for the boys and girls who are seeing, we both lost. I gave you 6. Whatever I think I'm giving for the race, I'm opting it for you also. So.
Nice. You're cute like that. This is why people think you're nice and I'm a bitch, but it's okay.
But you are. Let them know.
Calling a woman a slang on national television.
I've not said a word, dude. You're saying everything. I have not said a word. You've said the words. I have not said. I'm just. मैं हाँ मिला रहा हूँ बस. ठीक है. Anyways, guys, we'll hear the outro from Hemika Bose.
I hope this was a good one. I hope this was more entertaining than the race because for me it definitely was. And I hope I see you guys next time. Until then, share this podcast with your friends, laugh at us, laugh with
Please.
us, whatever you like, but reach out because otherwise we will not be able to do it next season. So it's all
Yes.
on you. If you don't see us next year, it's your fault.
Yes.
Then don't be Vassar and be like, why is Hamilton saying shit on the radio? You are the Fred Vassar of this. So be the team principal. We'll see you later. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We love you a lot. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Emeka.